we did have some major NFL news just yesterday as Baker Mayfield got traded from the Cleveland Browns to the Carolina Panthers. Obviously, the Browns brought in Deshaun Watson to be their QB for the next who knows how long. Could never play a game. Could be 10 years. We'll see. But that's besides the point. Baker Mayfield has a fresh start with the Carolina Panthers. He got traded for a conditional 2024 fifth round pick, I believe it was. So it might not even be a pick that the Browns end up getting. And they also ate a lot of the salary, eating about $10 million of his salary to trade him. What are your thoughts on the trade?
They are paying Baker Mayfield $582,000 to play against them in week 1. So if Baker comes out there and wins this game, it's going to be the best story ever. Obviously when Baker news came out, I thought he was going to go. I told you, I thought he was going to go for a second round, first round pick, late first round pick, because it's a quarterback. Quarterback's valuable. But obviously a lot of stuff has happened. He had one of his worst seasons last year. Actually, his worst season was ranked 30th in PPR. But before that, he was a top 15 quarterback ranked all around. So I think it was a steal for the Panthers. And he was just injured last year. I think I never had a bad thing about him. I thought he was going to be good coming out of the draft. So I think it's a good pickup for the Panthers, and especially at that value.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see how Baker rebounds from last year because, I mean, people kind of forget the first 2 weeks of the season before shoulder injury, he was playing some pretty good football. Like, I think he had, like, an NFL record for completion percentage through the first 2 weeks. Like, he was playing some good football. Then, obviously, he played through the shoulder injury. Overall, probably shouldn't have done that. But, I mean, he had a bad year last year. He was pretty good the year before when they made the playoffs. And then obviously his rookie year, he had a good year. But there is definitely some potential there for the Panthers. And with Matt Rule, he's obviously fighting for his job this year. And if I'm a head coach, I'm not trusting Sam Darnold or third round rookie QB and Matt Corral to lead my team when my job is on the line. That's just not how I'm going to operate. Get Baker Mayfield, who has shown actual potential in this league. He might have to be kind of more of a game manager role, but the Panthers do have some talent. DJ Moore is a phenomenal wide receiver. Hope that Christian McCaffrey is healthy. And I think you are also a big fan of Tommy Tremble and what his
I am a big Tommy Tremble guy
in that offense. Robbie Anderson, I think, is on the decline. We'll have to see. I don't think there's really anything between them two. I think it's just online talk, but we obviously all know about the social media comments Robbie Anderson had made about Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, that was old though. I don't care about that. Everybody talks shit in the past, and this always happens where it lines up and it makes them look bad, but it has nothing to do with anything that's going on. But I'm not focused on Robbie Anderson. I think Terrace Marshall is gonna have a big year.
Yeah,
I've heard he's had a great voluntary camp. I heard he's looked a lot better than he did last year, so I think he takes a big step. I think they had a great rookie class last year with Tommy Tremble and Terrace Marshall. I think those are going to be the guys that step up big. And one more player, they got Rashad Higgins there, don't they?
I don't remember where he went to. He might have went to Carolina.
I think he went to Carolina. So that's a Brown reunion right there.
That would be. And some of the Rob Anderson stuff, I don't know how good his relationship is with Sam Darnold, but obviously he played with him in New York. Those posts before might have been more of a backup my QB than a shot really at Baker. But Terrace Marshall looked pretty good in preseason last year. Obviously, I didn't really translate to the regular season. But with Baker, like I said, if Christian McCaffrey is healthy, Chuba Hubbard is a good backup running back. They can rely more on the running backs than Baker to produce for them. Now, I don't think Carolina has the best roster overall. With McCaffrey, with DJ Moore, with some of these complementary pieces, Baker Mayfield does have a good team around him to produce again. But at the same time, he also had a good crew back in Cleveland. He had Nick Chubb, who might be the best runner, as in running back, in the NFL, arguably. It's up with him, Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor, so on and so forth. The best offensive line in the NFL. He's definitely not going to have that in Carolina.
Nope.
And, DJ Moore, he might be the best receiver he had. Obviously, Odell wasn't as good as what you hoped for him to be. Odell might have still been better than DJ Moore, like his first year with them. But nonetheless, DJ Moore, as compared to last year, is going to be the best receiver he's had in a year or two. So overall, I'm excited for a fresh start for Baker. I think that's just something that he needed. And one other thing with Carolina that's kind of funny is it's a known story. Their offense coordinator right now. Before the draft, when Baker Mayfield was drafted, he ranked Baker as QB6 in that draft. Obviously, went first overall. So I don't think that's a big deal. They might have both gone over it, but I know that he was publicly said Baker Mayfield was QB6 of that draft.
Yeah, I don't go too much into that. I don't like when old stories catch up to the players. I mean, it makes them look stupid at the moment, but it's them backing up what they have at that moment, and you can't really hate on the player for that at that point. But what I wanted to talk about was week 1 is going to be very fun, and it's not even the bad games because we got 2 reunions this year. We got Seahawks versus Russell Wilson on Monday Night Football. And then we got Baker Mayfield now. Hopefully he should be starting. There's no reason he shouldn't be.
Yeah, if he's not starting,
there's a problem there. That's on Baker. But it should be Browns versus Panthers. And we know how Baker Mayfield is when he gets heated. We've seen him against Kansas. I want to see that Baker Mayfield against the Browns. I would love to see that.
And I mean, it'll probably be Jacoby Brissett led Cleveland Browns. So, I mean, it should be a much more competitive game in that sense. Then if
Browns got a better roster though.
Oh yeah, they should still be the favorites. But that's still a while away. We have to see what goes on with a bunch of other stuff that everybody probably knows what I'm talking about. I could probably guarantee that Brissett will be the week 1 starter.